Going live. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm live now, I believe. Yes, directly going live from my laptop in office. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Wish all your loved ones, happy Valentine's Day. And on the occasion of Valentine's Day, we also have a 30%, of course, offer going on all our small cases. Or if you go and to a microsite, which I'll now ping in the chat, you will see that there is search GoalFi search.smallcase.com. Yeah, so I just pinged. If you go to this link, you will see that all the small cases have 30% offer on the subscription for 6 months. So please do check that. Also, hi Ansar, hi. Also, you might be noticing that there is kind of steep correction over the last couple of trading days, from Friday to continue till Monday, and then Tuesday. Um Today we have a good recovery in broader markets, as well as if you look at our small cases, they are doing pretty good today, and therefore. Uh, of course, wait for rebalance. I would not say that you add more money, because there is a lot of those are the questions we are getting. If we should add more, don't average, right? Just kind of stay in your portfolio as is. Do not add more capital. However, wait for the right rebalance date. All the monthly portfolios are rebalanced, will be rebalanced on 19. सर PSU स्टॉक की रैली खत्म हो गई है क्या? द अननोन इज आस्किंग. देखिए, रैली तो ऑब्वियसली कहीं में ना कभी एक पॉज लेगी या ख़त्म होगी, बिकॉज अभी रिजल्ट्स जो Q3 अर्निंग्स आए वो उतना एंटिसिपेटेड जो PSU स्टॉक्स ने रैली दिखाई थी, स्पेशली फ्यू स्टॉक्स, दे डू नॉट हैव अ डायरेक्ट मैच. सो रैली तो सस्टेन नहीं कर सकती, जो रैली वन साइड चल रही थी, जहाँ पे आप यू वर लुकिंग एट, यू वर एक्चुअली गेटिंग थ्री मंथ्स में, I mean, I don't want to quote numbers, but 30, 40, 50%, or 60% kind of move. Promo code is Valentine 30. And Valentine 30 is the promo code for you to subscribe. And hi, sir, can we take leverage on MTF on stocks of your small case? Why you want to do that? That's the question, right? Why would you want to take leverage on? So when you invest, right, you have to decide what is your trading capital for long-term investment. You have to decide what is your capital for actual of what you do in terms of your leverage trades. Do not try to mix your investments and trading. Whether you can do it or not, your broker would be able to tell. I don't want to kind of speak about it, but the whole idea is there's no purpose of you first buying small case, then trying to pledge it, trying to take leverage on it. Why you want to get involved in that loop? Do not do that, right? Just stay invested. A lot of returns are made in the markets. Follow that religiously. Do not try to time the market, trying to leverage the market. Do not do that. It doesn't sustain in long term. Okay, I didn't realize that this is the to accelerate returns. Okay, SAI or SAL it says, right? You want to take leverage on MTF to accelerate your returns. Okay, how do you ensure that it will only accelerate returns on the positive side, and when you actually leverage and it doesn't really hit you on the other side? सर, रिजल्ट अच्छे ही हैं इन मेजॉरिटी कंपनीज के, तो हमें इस टाइम क्या करना चाहिए? अगर आपके अलग से इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हैं, तो ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन आस्क फॉर अ पोर्टफोलियो रिव्यू एंड वी कैन टॉक अबाउट इट. यू कैन बुक अ मीटिंग. एंड अगर आपके स्मॉल केसेस में वो होल्डिंग्स हैं और रिजल्ट्स उनके अच्छे हैं या नहीं भी अच्छे हैं, तो वो तो हम लोग अपने रीबैलेंस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वी विल एनी हाउ गिव perfect kind of weightage to results. I mean, whatever is needed in terms of giving the right attention to detail on the results as well as on the earnings. And since the product is anyhow not a month to month but long term basis, that we will take care of. अगर आपके पास अलग से वो कंपनीज हैं, और एक क्वार्टर से क्या फर्क पड़ता है, राइट? एक क्वार्टर में रिजल्ट्स कम भी हैं, ज़्यादा भी हैं, डज नॉट रियली मैटर. हाँ, जो रैली है, आपने किस टाइम पे पार्टिसिपेट किया था उस रैली में, दैट विल डिसाइड कि आप इस समय कितने प्रॉफिट्स पे हैं, या यू वर लेट इन द काइंड ऑफ इन दैट ट्रेन। बट अगर वो ट्रेन नहीं भी आप चढ़े हो तो क्यों चढ़ना है उस ट्रेन में? आई थिंक देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन ब्रॉडर मार्केट। सब लोग, अगर सब लोग एक ही जगह जाएंगे तो आपको समवन हैज टू काइंड ऑफ बुक प्रॉफिट्स फॉर यू। आई मीन you're continuously buying, for example, take any, I don't know, take the stock example here, बट टेक एनी एग्जाम्पल फॉर दैट मैटर, राइट? LIC या कोई भी नाम ले लीजिए आप, कंटिन्यूसली अगर बाइंग हो रही है, आप बाय करते जा रहे हैं, तो कोई ना कोई तो फिर आपको अल्टीमेटली, चाहे वो फंड हाउस हो, म्यूचुअल फंड्स हो, somebody has to book profits, in retail investors हो, then you will just exchange hands, right, between you and that person. That doesn't help. So do you use machine learning in your small cases? Not exactly machine learning. We do a lot of machine learning work. Machine learning, small cases are not AI driven. There's a lot of quant modeling which happens. We of course use machine learning in the quant modeling. We don't do any artificial intelligence here. Just so that if you want to link machine learning to AI, so we of course have a very formal screening process, which is fundamental driven, technical analysis driven, quant driven, and then absolutely to for even our internal models to evolve, to kind of learn from the past data. We of course use ML there, but not directly what we kind of cater to you. I started investment in Alpha Blend 2 weeks ago. I started in prime quality, which will be rebalanced 19. Can I do SIP on every rebalance day? Yeah, you can do SIP on every rebalance day, but try to maintain the SIP amount of at least the minimum investment size. Because if you don't do that, the allocation we kind of keep in the weightage of the portfolio in terms of the stock composition may not match when you buy. Say you have a balance basket of 25,000 rupee as minimum, right? And you do SIP of 5,000. The 5,000 might not get distributed uh, equally in the same weightage as we would decide. So if you want to do SIP, absolutely do it, but do it on the rebalance date, not on other date, because otherwise that would beat the purpose of the latest rebalance. And do for minimum amount. Can you please provide the back test results? Okay, so Souvik Das, if you go to SEBI and check the regulations, nobody is allowed to show or kind of uh, provide or publish any back testing results. It's not allowed. आपका जो, अगर आप आज इन्वेस्टर हो, आप नहीं हो, आपने जब हमने लॉन्च किया स्मॉल केस 3 महीना पहले, जो उसका एग्जैक्टली एक्सपर्ट इज सेइंग सौविक दास आपका बहुत बड़ा फैन है, उसका डाउट क्लियर कर दो। नहीं नहीं, मैं सौविक दास का ही डाउट क्लियर कर रहा हूँ। आप मेरे साथ कॉल लगाओ सौविक, मैं आपको अपना कैलेंडर लिंक भेज रहा हूँ। गोल्फी डॉट ऐप, मैं एक बार आपको भेजता हूँ अपना कैलेंडर, आप मेरे साथ 1 to 1 लगाइए, बात करेंगे। मेरी टीम के साथ बात करना चाहते हैं तो अब मैंने वो भी लिंक भेज दिया, आप वहाँ पे भी मीटिंग बुक करिए। देखिए, बैक टेस्टिंग रिजल्ट्स आर नॉट अलाउड टू शेयर, और इट इज़ नॉट द राइट, इट इट डजंट गिव यू राइट मैसेज। जो आप पिछले 3 महीने के रिटर्न देख रहे हो, ओके, 1 to 1 कर चुके हैं एक्सपर्ट सॉविक ऑलरेडी, ओके, right, so but feel free to again speak, right? So I mean, speak to me 1 to 1. So backtest result is not right to show by anyone, because अगर आप अभी भी हमारे backtest perspective से देखोगे तो पिछले 3 महीने में ही रिटर्न्स आप देखो काफी फिनोमिनल हैं, और वही उसका बैक टेस्ट है, राइट? वही आज के लिए, वही 5 महीने का बैक टेस्ट है, वही अलाउड है टू प्रोड्यूस। बट अगर वो 3 महीने के नंबर्स भी देखोगे आप पिछले, तो वो नंबर्स भी आर विल नॉट गिव यू एनी काइंड ऑफ कंफर्मेशन कि वो नंबर्स रिपीट होंगे, बिकॉज जो नंबर्स 3 महीने में आपने देखे हैं मार्केट्स में, वो नंबर्स बहुत हाई है, हाई एंड पे, राइट? चार्जेस नहीं है बुकिंग मीटिंग के लिए, मीटिंग बिल्कुल फ्री है। साई मेनी एज यू कैन, फेस टू फेस, ओवर 1 to 1। आई माई हाफ ऑफ माई डेडिकेटेड टू स्पीकिंग टू यू। सो कोई चार्जेस नहीं है, हम आपसे सिर्फ सब्सक्रिप्शन कॉस्ट लेते हैं जो स्मॉल केस के थ्रू है। उसके अलावा देयर इज नो चार्जेस एनीवेयर, राइट? सब कंसल्टेशन का कोई चार्ज नहीं है, कंसल्टेशन नहीं, इट्स मोर अबाउट यू knowing me, you know, knowing my team, and I know more about you, right? So that there is a face to the name. अभी मुझे नहीं पता चल रहा कि एक्सपर्ट जिसने लिखा है, या उनका कैसा, how do they look, and how and who you are. Unknown, there is a person called unknown in this, so I don't know who is unknown. Saurabh says, watching you sitting here in airport, would be meeting you next week. Great, Saurabh. Yeah, thank you for watching. and charges nahi hai. Ansar is happy with Alpha Blend, sending us loved eyed क्या होता है emoticon. What is the forecast vision for Alpha Blend? देखिए forecast vision for Alpha Blend. See meet Majid who hey say hi Majid, we are live. uh, so meet Majid who leads the fundamental investment research here. um, सो फोकस विजन अल्फा का ये है कि अगर आप निफ्टी स्ट्रेटजी इंडाइसिस पे जाएंगे एंड इफ यू सी निफ्टी अल्फा स्ट्रेटजी व्हिच इज पब्लिकली अवेलेबल ऑन निफ्टी स्ट्रेटजी इंडाइस, हम लोग ने उसी स्ट्रेटजी इंडाइस जो उसमें अल्फा एक स्ट्रेटजी है उसी के ऊपर वी आर वर्किंग ऑन इट. सो जो हमारा स्ट्रेटजी इंडाइस है निफ्टी अल्फा वैल्यू 20, देर आर कपल ऑफ स्ट्रेटजी इंडाइसिस देयर. वी आर काइंड ऑफ ट्राइंग टू create our offerings on the similar lines. और हमारा जो total benchmark है वो है अपना total market index. तो we'll absolutely will try to because we are actively managing it. We will try to beat the benchmark on higher side when the markets perform well, and when markets do not perform, underperform, we will have, it's our kind of intent to protect your downside by making sure that the money is moved to the right asset class if there is a broader signs of any weakening in strength. Abhi to sab acha hai, abhi there is no issue at all. Okay, Souvik says, so thank you for the clarification. Already invested in Alpha Blend. Thank you, Souvik. Okay, do you provide services for derivatives? नहीं, अभी तो हम services नहीं देते derivatives की. अभी we are building on our product, on our tech product. Once we have a clear outline of what our product would be able to do, we will decide. We are allowed to, from a regulation perspective. Right now, we do not have any offerings for derivatives. Bobby has sent, but then retracted the message. Okay, can you tell me the difference between your value and prime quality? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So as I've been telling in a couple of my other YouTube videos that the name of the small case is generally the 70% weightage of that factor in the small case, and 30% will be say the factor which is required from a top down market approach or a bottom up market strength perspective. So hamara value is absolutely 2 minutes, I'm in a meeting. Sorry, somebody was in the room. So from a value perspective, we look for companies which are, so we compute a value score. It's a very statistical computation of a value score which comes after a result of a lot of parameters on the valuation side, whether it is your P multiples to free cash flows to EV by beta margins to sales growth rate, right? All of that combines, and then we of course put our model into it, compute a value score, and see if the companies are reasonably valued. If they are not reasonably valued and they are at high valuation, we then look for growth rate, whether they are growing at a very high. So that combines value portfolio at large. Quality is of course looking at the quality businesses, where, and again looking from a fundamental point of view in terms of their quality parameters, and again a combination of multiple parameters to get to a quality score. Then 30% we kind of add the weightage of our factor which has to have a role for that rebalance period, whether that factor could be a momentum factor which gets added to the quality. Sometimes the factors such as volatility will be added to the value, for example, so that stocks are reasonably valued but they do not have very high volatility, as an example. Future rebalancing, Ansar Sheikh, all the monthly portfolios are rebalancing on 19th. So that's wait for that, 19th of Feb. Weekly rebalance we had on, it's every Monday. This Monday, of course, we had to skip the rebalance because happened on Friday and Monday, and we don't, and there's no fundamental problem with any of the names you see in those composition, and therefore it's not really needed to rebalance there. So therefore, we skip the rebalance. जम्मू कश्मीर बैंक लेना चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए? I don't give any individual stock recommendation on any public platform like that. It goes through the process of curating the service via currently via small case medium. and there only we document, you kind of sign the terms and conditions, and then any services provided. I don't publicly talk about any individual stocks, and mainly from a recommendation point of view. I can of course talk about Jammu and Kashmir Bank, but it wouldn't be I mean, I can't do any recommendation here, right? Alpha blend uses volatility adjusted momentum. Yeah, it does. It does uses volatility adjustment momentum. It does. Unknown. Sir, how do we know that full bull market near it? And एक और question हो गया, Music Phoenix. Music Phoenixing, sir, my alpha blend is 6% down. If on next rebalance day I have to sell any stock as per rebalancing, then I will make loss. Yeah, yeah. We will anyhow making sure that uh, the rebalance has minimum kind of damage to existing investors in terms of their loss booking or profit booking. However, if that is the case, you feel free to rebalance as per the schedule, because because of the fact that the whole idea is, if we are kind of coming out of of a particular stock in that portfolio as part of the rebalance, there we are, say, either expecting further downside, or it's kind of out of our what you call framework for that period, and the further upside would help kind of bring it back the portfolio to the level we would intend to bring it to. So आप जब भी rebalance हो, rebalance आप religiously follow करिए, because हमने rebalance किया, आप सोच रहे हो कि आपका अभी वो loss में stock आपने rebalance नहीं किया, तो it is anyhow in not in sync. Then we do not know when you will rebalance next, and maybe the rebalance which we are doing will result in bringing it back to the shape, right, and you will miss that. So जब भी rebalance करिए आप हमारे साथ, it's a long, you might have subscribed for 6 months, right, 3 months, 1 year, and remain invested for that period. Just follow the rebalance, right? उसमें अपना कम से कम एफर्ट लगाइए अपनी साइड से. Validity of this offer, can we use this offer on 19th rebalance day? Yeah, you can, absolutely, you can use the offer. आपसे मेरी फोन पर बात हुई थी 10 लाख प्राइवेट स्मॉल केस के लिए. बॉबी, या बॉबी प्लीज, आप स्मॉल बताइए, कुछ क्वेश्चन हो तो बताइए. Where do you personally invest your money? Okay, so I had been investing my money from 2009 and 2011, when I mean rather 11, I'll say 2011, when I had my first trade across asset classes in direct equity. I had done a lot of direct trading, swing trading, to algo trading, to mutual fund investments, index investing. Uh, where I personally invest my money, I personally invest my money in GoalFi. That is the product I am building. So I've been building this product from quite some time, and all of my money goes in building the product and building the team. That's how currently my money is being invested. आपका तो मैं फ़ैन हूँ, आप जहाँ कहोगे वहीं इन्वेस्ट कर दूँगा. नहीं, फ़ैन हो आप अच्छे, आई मीन आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट मेरे कहने से इन्वेस्ट मत करिए. इन्वेस्टमेंट्स आर सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क, राइट, एज़ यू नो. डिस्क्लेमर. आप of course, if you want personalized investment advice, you have to go to a personalized RIA, financial advisor. We are not currently doing any financial advisory, personal advisory. We are a research analyst as of today. Of course, we intend to do personal advisory in future once we have RIA license from the SEBI. Right now, we are not, and therefore कोई भी personal advice हम नहीं देते. हमारे सारा एडवाइस रिसर्च एडवाइस है, जो कि आप कंज्यूम करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं, विच इज अवेलेबल वाया स्मॉल केस मॉडल. Sir, it is good to have a concentrated portfolio to make higher returns, but sir, your small is a little bit more concentrated. Okay. So, आई मीन आई डोंट नो क्या आपका डेफिनेशन है कंसंट्रेशन का. आप अगर हमारा कॉम्पोजिशन देखो तो 5 स्टॉक से कम नहीं है. मैंने जैसे भी आई हैव आल्सो नोटिस्ड एंड हैज बीन सीइंग products which have 2-3 stocks as well, but we believe in minimum 5, because we diversify them via sectors, right? हमारे जो आप 5 स्टॉक, 6 स्टॉक, 7 स्टॉक देखते हो पोर्टफोलियो में, वो वेल डाइवर्सिफाइड है फ्रॉम अ sector perspective. And we of course will go higher once we have more money in terms of the AUM, and we need to make sure that the liquidity is not impacted because of less number of stocks when we do rebalance. But I think as a team we are very clear that we don't want to go above 10, right? That's what our current thought process is. but we will see if there's any change to that. 4 साल से फॉलो कर रहा हूँ यूट्यूब पर आप अब एक्टिव हुए हो. Okay. Yes, so I started making YouTube 4 years ago, and then, of course, I was working with a financial institution, as you all of would know now. Used to work with HSBC. So, because it was a financial institution and I was doing YouTube in my personal capacity, वहाँ थोड़ा सा कभी-कभी होता है ना कि आप you're working for a financial institution and then talking about, say, index funds or funds of other fund houses. So, इसलिए I stopped making because that was not going in line with my professional commitment. अभी तो I run my own business, and therefore allowed to navigate how I would like. Plus, we will launch a GoalFi YouTube channel very soon, maybe in next 2 weeks. That's the plan. Then you will of course see me coming live on my own channel. That is anyhow I'll do. Um but mainly about small cases, mainly about their framework strategy. I will be. We will be, not just me but the broader team will be making YouTube videos. We'll talk about a lot of work on what we do in terms of framework. We'll also talk about from education perspective, the details of companies results and all of that. Ansar Sheikh is saying Alpha Blend is a future gem. Thank you, Ansar. Okay, Bobby, Sai, can you design a custom private product for even high risk? So we cannot design any personalized product for any personal kind of investor, because we are not RIA. We do not do one-to-one kind of personal advisory because we are not allowed to. But if you want to talk more in what we can or cannot do, you can of course book a meeting and again we can talk about it. If Bobby, I think we already spoke, right? So we can again talk about it. Okay, what long-term CAGR I can expect from Alpha Blend? I do not know long-term CAGR because nobody knows. However, if you look at the historical returns, if you go to Nifty Strategy Indices, if you go to Nifty Indices.com and go to Nifty Strategy Indices, you will find that how 5-year rolling return basis Alpha as a strategy has beaten the benchmark by a big margin over the last 20 years of data. If you look at Nifty Indices.com, I'll just ping the website called Nifty Indices and just go to this website, check strategy indices. You will find Alpha Strategy there. Just look, take it as a reference base point. Rishi is saying, when will the theme based small case launch? Should I wait for it to go for the or go with a balanced small case? We were planning two theme based small case launch, one on the green theme and one on the wealth management industry theme. Green theme, right now all the stocks are very very highly valued, not the right time, I think. And we think as a team, and therefore Golfi Green, which we were thinking to launch, will be postponed. However, we were launching another product called Golfi Wealth Wave, which will be a theme based on the wealth management industry, on the broking industry, on the AMCs, fund houses, mutual fund, companies, because that is the next transition which you are seeing in terms of more number of retail investors participating in the Indian markets. Big SIP book is getting built. A lot of domestic investments coming. New demat accounts are getting open every other day. So that industry, because it's run on a very high 50-60% operating margin, and that industry is growing at a very very two digits CAGR. And therefore Golfi Wealth Wave, we will as last 2-3 days kind of consolidation or kind of deep correction has helped us to rethink on the launch of Golfi Wealth Wave pretty soon. So I think we can launch Golfi Wealth Wave, which is our quarterly based long term investment product, in couple of weeks, I think. Why should a customer invest in your small case instead of a alpha factor mutual fund? Okay. There are two reasons you can. One is very fundamental reason is difference in a mutual fund and a stock investment. There are pros and cons of both. Valentine 30 will work, Vivek ji. If you go to our microsite, mm, right? Please try to buy it from our microsite. If you, I'm just pinging you, golfresearch.smallcase.com. If you go to golfresearch.smallcase.com, you will see Valentine 30 working for you. But if not, let me know. Ping us on our WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp is on this link. To the question. Okay, why you should invest in small case instead of mutual fund? there are very limited index funds which are on the strategy indices, and there are hardly any which talks about multi-factor strategy indices, which is a mix of alpha, volatility, quality, value, growth, volatility, all of that. So there is hardly any funds available. Even if a fund is available, there are very fundamental reason, you can go to a small case with a mutual fund, is a long debate, and depends on you. If you are planning, of course, if you are want to be a party of the dividend, if you want to be the party of a direct holding of the stocks, you want to have the flexibility of rebalance, move frequently or less frequently, and basis your understanding and your small case manager understanding, then a small, it could, I mean, it totally depends on, you are a kind of a passive investor in terms of deciding a goal for yourself and doing SIP in a mutual fund. Plus uh, versus you directly buying the stocks. So it's the same debate, alpha, small case versus mutual fund, but will apply to why you should buy a plus, since we have index funds, so since we have the strategy indices as a benchmark, our objective, of course, is to kind of, because we actually manage our alpha is a weekly strategy, right? That way, our weekly rebalance. Even if alpha moves to monthly at any point in future, also, if you look at the alpha low volatility strategy indice, I think that's a quarterly rebalance, or if I'm not wrong. So basis our kind of own research and the academic work we are doing in strategy, in kind of multi-factor investing, I think we are comfortably placed in creating a much smaller window rebalance, which I think will be able to generate significant alpha as it has been generating over the last 3 months. Okay, अभी मुझे क्लोज करना पड़ेगा. It's been long now, nearly half an hour. Sir, 80% of the funds can be used on the rebalance date to buy stocks and 20% on the next date. Will it affect returns on weekly? Generally, Souvik, वहाँ पे क्या है ना, of course, as because we are not T plus zero settlement, of course, it is a problem that once you sell, you don't have the money available immediately. 80% is only available, and then, of course, because of the good tech small case has, you are able to place the order next day. हम लोग क्या सजेस्ट करते हैं, आपका चॉइस है, वो ऐसा कुछ इफेक्ट नहीं रिटर्न होता, इतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं होता, बट अगर आपको लगता है कि फॉर योर वीकली रिबैलेंसेस यू वुड लाइक टू नॉट डू दिस बिकॉज वो वीक ही है, you can keep the amount slightly, loaded with 20% additional amount, so that your rebalance goes naturally. That you can do. That would be hard work to keep some buffer money in your demat account, so that the rebalance go through in one go. Vipul Gupta is saying, I want to know your strategy in downtrending markets. By the time you do change your portfolio, major damage would have been done. So Vivek ji, yes, Vipul Gupta ji, when you say major damage would have been done, isn't it? I don't think so. Unless we look at COVID. Even if you look at COVID, right? I mean, you look at 2030, 2017, 2013, 2008, right? You look at any of those cycles, we will issue ad hoc rebalance only if it is a real need. When we see any uh, global macroeconomic geopolitical uh, uh, unknown events which can have any catastrophic impact, markets on a broader from a broader stand perspective are, are doing great. I mean if you look at, we talk about decadal bull run, 2020 से 2030 तक का जो रन चल, जो एक एंटिसिपेटेड रन है, एंड वी आर इन अ वेरी वेरी गुड रन. ये छोटा जो करेक्शन हो रहा है पिछले 2 दिन से, ये तो बहुत माइनर करेक्शन है. अब इसमें भी अगर आपको लगेगा कि रीबैलेंस करने की नीड है, और चेंज की नीड है, देन यू डोंट ट्रस्ट योर ओन रिसर्च, राइट? वो वाला एक मॉडल हो जाता है, यू डोंट ट्रस्ट योर ओन रिसर्च कि आप रीबैलेंस कर रहे हो इतना एडॉक रीबैलेंस तब करेंगे व्हेन इज अ टॉप डाउन प्रॉब्लम. व्हेन इज अ बॉटम अप kind of issue, results अच्छे नहीं आए एक स्टॉक के in a quarter, it's okay, right? We might go wrong in our analysis, that is perfectly fine. It's okay, we will rebalance it when the time come, and then the next kind of research which comes out will help us get back to the number what you kind of expect from the portfolio. वैसे जो डाउन ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट्स है, when you say डाउन ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट, अब वो डेफिनेशन क्या है वो आपको डिसाइड करना है, बट व्हेन मार्केट्स आर एक्चुअली इन अ बेयर फेज, राइट, वी आर इन अ बुल फेज, देन एब्सोल्युटली वी विल मूव टू कैश। एंड वो ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप 2 दिन में डाउन ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट में चले जाएंगे, दैट टेक वीक्स एंड मंथ्स टू गेट टू दैट ट्रेंड। नीड बेसिस रीबैलेंस बेस्ट है, नीड बेसिस रीबैलेंस एक्सपर्ट लिख रहे हैं बेस्ट है, बट हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट है, जो हमारा रियलाइजेशन है ऑफ बीइंग लाइव नाउ फॉर 3 मंथ्स, बहुत से इन्वेस्टर्स को क्लैरिटी नहीं रहता कि कब होगा रीबैलेंस। आप आज आए, आपको नहीं पता था कि हम कल रीबैलेंस करने वाले हैं, आपने आज इन्वेस्ट किया, हमने कल रीबैलेंस कर दिया, आपने आज ही खरीदा कल बेच दिया, आपका नुकसान हो गया। लेकिन जो पहले से इन्वेस्टर था उसको तो ठीक है, 1 महीने से रिबैलेंस नहीं हुआ था तो ही डजंट माइंड, बट we have to think about all when there is a clear date given on the small case app, right, that next rebalance कब है, कब हुआ था, then the investor who comes also has clarity कि next rebalance 19th को हो रहा है तो मैं 19 तक का वेट कर सकता हूँ, बिकॉज रिबैलेंस के बाद खरीदूंगा। अभी आपने 18 को लिया, आपको पता नहीं 19 को करने वाला है, हमें पता है हम करने वाले हैं, सो लॉट ऑफ इन्वेस्टर्स गेट इम्पैक्ट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट नीड बैलेंस। नंबर्स अच्छे दिखते हैं, देखिए 2 तरीके हैं, टू बी वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट हियर। नीड बेसिस में मेरा तो कोई नुकसान नहीं है, मेरा तो फायदा है, क्योंकि मैं तो मार्केट्स फ्राइडे को मान लीजिए थोड़ा सा भी डिप हुआ, थोड़ा सा करेक्शन आया, मैंने नीड बेसिस बोल के रीबैलेंस कर दिया। आपने रीबैलेंस किया नहीं किया मुझे नहीं मालूम, आई डू नॉट नो, राइट, मेरा रीबैलेंस हो गया, मेरा नंबर स्मॉल केस पे इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज आपको दिख रहा है। when it is defined, right, clearly defined कि कब rebalance होगा, and you stick to that date, unless I said it's a major global event which need when there's a need for a need basis, बाकी तो you have to remain invested, right, here if you have to remain invested, how does it matter कि आप थोड़ा बहुत नीचे हो ऊपर हो, because you are here for long term, you have to define some long term, at least 1 year to define करिए वहां पे। so need basis में किसी का फायदा किसी का बहुत नुकसान, एंड इट इज नॉट व्हाट समथिंग वी काइंड ऑफ गो इन आवर definition go well, so we will keep dates, if we have to issue need basis we will issue, we'll send you WhatsApp, we'll send you email and issue need basis। सर जब भी करेक्शन आए तो हमें और मनी ऐड करनी चाहिए अल्फा ब्लेंड में, नहीं करनी चाहिए आई थिंक। जब करेक्शन आता है व्हेन इट इज लाइक अ फॉलिंग नाइफ, आप क्यों उसको एवरेज करोगे, राइट, बिकॉज वी माइट, आपको रीबैलेंस करना चाहिए, आपको मनी ऐड करना चाहिए जब आप रीबैलेंस करें, व्हेन वी हैव अ रियल रीबैलेंस, यू सी सम नेम्स गेटिंग एडेड, सम गेटिंग, देन इट्स अ रियल टाइम टू ऐड मनी, नॉट कब मार्केट गिर रहा है मेरा दिन किया चलो ट्यूसडे को मैं ऐड कर देता हूँ, फ्राइडे को कर देता हूँ, कुछ भी मत करिए, रीबैलेंस का वेट करिए, व्हेन यू सी रियल रीबैलेंस तब मनी ऐड करिए, अदरवाइज मत करिए। Okay, thanks, Vipul Singh. Should we keep stocks in content portfolio before quarterly results? Date carries high. Yeah, you were right, Gupta, Mr. Gupta जी, ये अच्छी बात है। मतलब हम लोग भी काफ़ी ध्यान रखते हैं कि रिजल्ट्स के आसपास वोलेटिलिटी रहता है, तो स्टॉक्स हमारी स्क्रीनिंग में एक फिल्टर है, वो एक फैक्टर है, कि विच आर द अपकमिंग रिजल्ट्स, बट एंड दैट ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ गिव अ, उन लोगों के लिए काफ़ी इम्पैक्ट हो जाता है। अब जिसने 19 से स्टार्ट किया, 19 जैन, जब हमारा वैल्यू या जितने भी हमारे 5 पोर्टफोलियो रिबैलेंस हुए थे, तो of course all of them are sitting at very high profits, or notional profit, and the notional profit came down in the last 2 days, but they're still sitting at very high number because इतना rise आया वहाँ पे। अब जो बहुत लेट आए उस पोर्टफोलियो में से, अभी आए थे लास्ट वीक, ऑफ कोर्स दे आर सिटिंग एट नेगेटिव नंबर, सो अनफेयर हो जाता है उनके लिए, बट यहाँ पे हम ध्यान रखते हैं कि जब हम रीबैलेंस करते हैं तो वी टेक केयर कि हमें सब पता है कि आप कितने कितने इन्वेस्टर्स हैं हमारे स्मॉल केसेस में, हाउ दे आर पोजिशन, व्हाट इज देयर रिटर्न राइट नाउ, सो बिकॉज वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी मेक श्योर दैट वी चेक दैट, एंड और हम हमेशा रिजल्ट अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते, साल में हर क्वार्टर में रिजल्ट आते हैं, राइट, तो we where do we have clarity कि we do not want to एंड ऐसा नहीं है कि रिजल्ट्स से हम रिजल्ट्स की वजह से जस्ट टू अवॉइड दैट वोलेटिलिटी हम वो स्टॉक ऐड नहीं करेंगे, बट एक एक फैक्टर हमारा रहता है और हाई रिस्क रहता है, बट देखो वो हाई रिस्क विपुल जी इज वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म थिंग, सो यू हैव टू, कंपनी रिजल्ट अच्छे नहीं भी आए, कंपनी के अंडर वैल्यूड है अभी भी, एक और क्वार्टर उसको चाहिए फॉर टर्न अराउंड, इट इज फाइन टू गिव दैट क्वार्टर टू दैट कंपनी, राइट। चलिए, आई थिंक बहुत अच्छा रहा, बहुत लंबा लाइव हो गया। मैं पहली बार डायरेक्टली लाइव हुआ यूट्यूब पे विदाउट यूजिंग ज़ूम इन द बैकग्राउंड, सो आई डोंट नो हाउ इट केम आउट, बट आई ट्राइड दैट ऑन माय मोबाइल आई थिंक कपल ऑफ डेज अगो। बट आज का मेन ऑप्शन, आज का मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव था टू ऑफ कोर्स विश ऑल ऑफ यू वैलेंटाइंस डे, एंड आज बसंत पंचमी भी है, सो हैप्पी बसंत पंचमी इफ यू गाइस सेलिब्रेट। Happy Basant Panchami, happy Valentine's Day, and do utilize Valentine 30 as our coupon code across all our small cases if you wish to. अरूप बोल रहे हैं और इन्वेस्ट, हाँ सर, प्लीज डू लाइव सेशन रेगुलरली, इट हेल्प, या करेंगे, आई मीन आई विल बी लाइव वेरी वेरी फ्रिक्वेंटली नाउ। इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं कब करें, और इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं कब करें? रीबैलेंस का वेट करिए, रीबैलेंस में अगर चेंजेस आए तो आप इन्वेस्ट करिए। 19th को हमारा रीबैलेंस होगा, तब देखिएगा, तब करिएगा। बाय बोल रहे हैं एक्सपर्ट, एक्सपर्टिंग अल्फा ब्लेंड मार्केट, अभी इन्वेस्ट कर दूं या रीबैलेंस का वेट करूं? अभी इन्वेस्ट कर दूं, अगर आई डोंट नो, आपका नाम एक्सपर्ट है इस पे, तो मुझे आपका नाम नहीं मालूम, बट अगर आप करंट इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, करंट इन्वेस्टर हैं, तो ऐड मत करिए, राइट, डू नॉट ऐड, अभी मार्केट को थोड़ा सेटल होने दीजिए, एंड जब रीबैलेंस में नए नाम आपको देखें तब आप ऐड करिए। चलिए, bye bye everyone. Thank you for your time, and it was lovely talking to you. Valentine 30 is the coupon code. Chat.goldfield app is the link to connect to our WhatsApp. Meet.goldfield app is the link to book a meeting with the team or me, right? So please do that. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.